When I think of Iceland, I see an extraordinarily dense array of grays, punctuated by natural colors of the earth.
Iceland was what I expected it to be, but it was actually even better than I expected it to be. You know that you're going to go and you're going to see big nature and you're going to see volcanoes and things of that nature, but it's just to actually be there and see it. The mountains are huge, the lakes are huge, the volcanoes are huge, the geysers. It's so much bigger and better and prettier than you ever thought that it could possibly be.
Place plays a deep role in terms of the way we see culture, the way we perceive and experience heritage, for example, the way we see the environment, the way we see development, the way we see public spaces, the way we see spaces of democracy, the spaces of social movements. And so this course came from that spirit.
Being able to leave the city here, go to Iceland, which is only a few hour flight from here, and go to a transport to a completely different environment, foreign, different food, different language.
The cultural trips positively impact your learning experience in the classroom because sometimes it gets a little dense and it gets a little theoretical, and you kind of sit there and you wonder, how am I ever going to use this? And then you go on one of these trips and all of a sudden it clicks.
We're not just sitting in rows of chairs and discussing small groups, watching some slides, some clips, working on case studies. But we actually go and we're 24/7 engaged in ethnographic observation, participant observations. We're actually note-taking, interviewing, meeting the people. And this kind of intensive field research is really what is most exciting about teaching at the American University of Paris.
I mean, that type of investigative research that we do on the scene, on the cultural programs, ties perfectly back into what we're learning in the classroom because, you don't go on this trip the first week of class. We study, we do readings, we discuss, we do projects to really understand the theory behind these different fields, like place branding, the research already done in this field, and then investigating the place that we're going to go to ahead of time and getting a sense of that. And so we're taking all of that, tying that directly to experiences in the field, in that location, like Iceland, where it perfectly mirrors, but it also challenges what we learned from texts and adds real faces and a sense of reality to the theory.
This trip to Iceland made me realize that I do want to go into place branding because I met with the Icelandic people, I met with the tourism office, I saw all of the attractions that they're using in their promotional materials, and you see how good it is for the country, and it's a great fusion of policy and branding, and you're doing good while you're doing something you love.
The cultural programs at AUP are not just about experiencing the heritage, the culture of other places, but it's actually about bringing learning outside the classroom. And it's creating the lifelong learners that we all aspire to become. Because once we approach a place as a place that we can experience, that we can learn from, that we're open to, that can offer something to us as individuals but also as a community, that creates a relationship to place, a relationship to a country, a culture, but even the world that I think is absolutely essential to the kinds of liberal arts education that we're embracing here at AUP.